Well, Danny, first of all, Joe Morrells sending off, is that one that you've submitted an appeal for?
Yeah, it is. We've had a good opportunity to look at it back, looked at it at all different angles. We saw what we saw live, really. I think for us, the ball's high, so the foot is high. I mean, Joe himself is only 5'5". He's only got short legs, so his foot is only so high, and he just toes the ball and doesn't actually make any contact with Cameron Brannigan. If anything, Cameron Brannigan leads with his arm, but he definitely wins the ball. We don't believe that it was reckless. We spoke this morning, and I had the opportunity to speak to Mike Jones, who's obviously the head of refereeing. He said it was an extremely harsh sending off, and that we had grounds for an appeal. And what I don't understand is if the ball is high and the foot is going to be high, what should we coach the players in this moment? What are we telling them to pull out? Because that's not within our vocabulary, and that's certainly not what we tell our players to do. If we're telling them they can't play it with their foot, we tell them to go in with their head, like Cameron Brannigan did. Because if they both go in with their head, then it's going to end up being a clash of heads. And recently it's been well documented, the protection that we need to give the players around concussion and the effects that can have long term for players. So certainly we don't advocate that. So yeah, it's a really grey area for me, and I'll be really interested to see the response that we get from the FA.
Regardless of whether or not it does get overturned, you are light in that midfield area.
Yeah, we are. That is for sure. Obviously, we've had bad news this week with regards to Sean Williams. If we lose Joe Morrell as well, then yeah, it becomes very difficult, and it's been an issue for us when we've had injuries. We seem to have had them at the same time in the same position. So it's not easy. We'll have to try to find the solutions. But for us, I was proud of the players' efforts on Saturday. I thought the will, the desire that we played with was exceptional. I was proud of our supporters and the way that they stood with us and fought with us in the most difficult circumstances. And this is not a time to be a victim. We've got to get over it and we've got to get on with it. Things are going against us for sure, but tomorrow we have to show the same level of desire, the same level of fight that we did on Saturday. And if we do that, I'm pretty sure we'll be fine.
And just to mention one final thing that's gone against you as well, Marlon, Romeo and Kieran, Freeman, how are they looking for tomorrow? Are they going to be out, or are they going to be available for selection?
Well, no, we think Kieran will be out. Unfortunately, he'll have to follow the concussion protocol. The reality is, when he was knocked out, he's actually rolled his ankle, so his ankle is actually probably worse than his head. So even if we weren't following a concussion protocol, he wouldn't be available for tomorrow. And Marlon will be touch and go. So yeah, again, two right backs. But like I said, for us, we're not gonna focus on the negatives. We're going to be positive. We didn't take any points out of Saturday, which we're bitterly disappointed about. But I think we did take a lot in terms of the togetherness and the spirit and the connection that we felt with our supporters. And yeah, we're up against it, and we're going to need everybody tomorrow. Everybody that has Portsmouth in their heart, we're going to need them right with us, and we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to find a way. That's for sure.
And looking at Burton, what kind of threat will they pose to you?
I think a really physical one. I think they're a team that love to play man-to-man. They love to go after the ball. They want to win the ball as early as they possibly can. They put a lot of pressure on you against the ball. I think in possession they have the option to be able to draw you on and play over, or to play quite quickly into their forwards. They're a real threat from set pieces. They've got a long throw that comes in from both sides. And they have some very good set pieces as well from free kicks and corners. So we have to make sure that we deal with that threat, and also be aware of the second phase, which they can be dangerous in as well. So no, a good team, and we will have to earn the right if we want to get on the right side of what will be another tough game.